Madam President, I ask to call up Senate Amendment 134 and ask that it be reported by number.
The clerk will report by number.
Senator from North Carolina, Mr. Budd, proposes amendment number 134.
Madam President, I ask the Senate be in order.
The Senate is not in order. Please take your conversations to the cloakroom.
Thank you, Madam President. On March 13th of 2020, the federal government declared a national emergency concerning the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 3 years later, on May 11th, 2023, that declaration ended. And yet to this day, billions of COVID dollars throughout the federal government remain unspent. So let's be clear. Each and every one of those dollars came from a hard-working taxpayer, from a working family's budget. That's why my amendment would rescind an additional $17 billion of unspent COVID money. If we really want the Fiscal Responsibility Act to live up to its name, the least we can do is to rescind the taxpayer dollars that remain to fight a pandemic that everyone knows is over. Every taxpayer dollar is sacred and should be treated that way. I yield the floor.
Morgan is recognized.
I rise in opposition. And Madam President, the bipartisan package importantly negotiated between Speaker McCarthy and President Biden in fact makes specific rescissions to unused COVID funds while protecting important funding for programs that are still necessary to support our communities. This amendment, colleagues, goes beyond the McCarthy-Biden agreement. This amendment would take an axe to nearly all of the funding in the Recovery Act and several other COVID bills, even if the communities are still depending or planning on using that money. Blue states or red states, pass this amendment and you risk default. I strongly urge a vote against this amendment.
The question is on the amendment. The senator has 5 seconds.
I ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. Clerk will call the roll.